for dedication of our future. Thank you, Amanda. We are here. This is it. This is the final stretch.
Yes.
We are here less than 50 days to go to determine the future of this country. And we know that the stakes could not be higher for this. But I want to tell you all that I have faith. I have faith in you. I have faith in us. I have faith in who we are to take this across the finish line. But we know that it is going to take more work than we have ever done before. We know that. We're going to have to dig so deep to pull this through. And I know it can be so hard sometimes. I know sometimes it can be dispiriting where we're at the end of a long day and it's like, how is this race so close? But we know that we can pull this through. Because really, this is truly about the fight over who we are and who we want to be making over our future. And I know that we are going to work to elect Kamala Harris as our next president. Is not just sending Kamala and Tim to the White House, but sending her to the White House with a Democratic Senate. Just sending the Vice President to the White House to be there on her own. I'm interested in setting her and all of us up to succeed.
Win it all!
Succeed. Yes. We win a Democratic House, Senate, and White House, and we're codifying Roe v. Wade. A Democratic House, Senate, and White House, we're passing the PRO Act. And we're making sure that we're raising the federal minimum wage. This is what we're fighting for. This is at the core of what we're here to do. We want to protect and expand our civil rights and protect it from infringement by passing the John Lewis Voting Rights Act. We're going to stop these relentless attacks and protect our LGBTQ Pittsburgh, in Western Pennsylvania, throughout this state, because this is the state that's going to make it happen. I know you, this little girl right here, you're going to make it happen.
I'm good.
I know. Okay, just wait. We're going to take the work. We have to put in shifts. We have to knock doors. We need to make calls. We need to text our friends. And the best way that we can do that is by creating community right here. I always say back home, a lot of times we take on impossible fights from all sorts of ways, right? Like, you know, whether it's kind of like our local machines back home in New York, we end up running against people with millions and millions of dollars, but we end up winning too. We still end up winning. We win against all odds. And the way that we do that is by saying we need to build something that people want to be a part of. We need to build a community that people want to be a part of, a source of positivity and a real sense of hope. And when people perfect that people want to be a part of, that's how we win. That is how we win. Kamala Harris has the best economic agenda for the working people of the state.
You're damn right.
And we're going to do it. Back in New York, we got 6 swing seats that we're going to flip to get the House. Buses of New Yorkers here. We're going to be busing New Yorkers upstate. We're going to split up a little bit, but we're here to make it happen. And I want to thank you all so much because for labor to do this, for AFSCME to do this, for AFT to do this, for SEIU to do this, we're going to remind everybody that labor must be listened to, that labor will organize. And I want to thank our Teamsters out here in Pennsylvania.
That's right.
They pulled through, so we're so thankful. I'm thankful to each and every one of you all. We are going to win this thing. We're going to knock every door 10 times. And we are going to make sure that we flip Pennsylvania. And when they call it in November, we can say that we win.
You know, I do think that several members of Congress in some of my discussions have brought up media literacy because that is a part of what happened here. And we're going to have to figure out how we rein in our media environment so that you can't just spew disinformation and misinformation. It's one thing to have differing opinions, but it's another thing entirely to just say things that are false. And so that's something that we're looking into.